कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. In the words of Karan Sethi, Guten Morgen, sprechen die Deutsch?
Hey, good morning. Good morning. I do not know German, so I'm just gonna stick
what
to it.
What kind of Bengali doesn't speak 9 European languages? We have him back, Jaydeep Sarkar. Let's pronounce it properly. Jaydeep Sarkar.
You got it right. You got it right.
Yeah, I've got a lot of Bengali friends. So
yeah, of course.
Who
doesn't?
Exactly. And after some time, they stop being nice about it. It's Shobroto.
No,
that's it.
I mean, it's just Jaydeep is the only one I stress on because I grew up in Delhi and it became Jagdeep, Jagdish,
Yes.
and I just was.
Jaydeep. Jaydeep.
Jaydeep.
What
Which
is
is why I
name?
insist Joydeep, and then of course I get flack for that.
So Joydeep, Joy is the Bengali version, is it? Of Jai.
Joy, yeah.
Jai and Joy. So Deep doesn't become Dhop.
No.
What my good friend Kunal.
You can go to town with.
I know. I mean, this is
But
take the stereotype to another level, man. The part you're saying, man.
Yeah,
Can you do a Bengali accent? Proper one.
What do you want me to do?
Nice.
How do you want me to talk to you?
Our friend Rahul Bose does that ABC in Bengali, like O for apple, B for victory. Can you do that?
No. I have my own set.
Yeah. Come on. Let's see the set.
No, I do the Kolkata Metro.
Please.
Paravarti station, Maidan. प्लेटफॉर्म डान दिखे अगला स्टेशन है मैदान प्लेटफॉर्म दाहिनी तरफ the next station is Maiden platform is on the right hand side.
Lovely.
So, that is in Bengali accent only. The English and all.
But imagine
everything is in Malayalam.
imagine on that platform, no one thinks it's funny.
No, but I've obviously made this up, and then a friend of mine went to the Kolkata Metro
and it's similar.
and was like, no, she was betrayed. Obviously, it's not like this.
It's not.
No,
Oh.
I'm just like disclaimer because
Momta.
I love the Delhi one also. It's like Agla station Saket. It's like
Saket.
Yeah. There's a station called Saket in Delhi. So it sounds like it's Saket.
I had a friend called Saket who used to live in Rohini, and I had a friend called Rohini who used to live in Saket. I just never gotten over this.
And in Mumbai, see, we're not used to Hindi being spoken in a polite way. The UP style or whatever. So the moment that happens, it just sounds like another language. The way we talk is like, kya karte bhai?
It's
rubbish.
I remember once when
Anika Janika, is that still there?
Well, that's. I mean, my Hindi has become. I mean, I've been in Bombay for 2
You have to
decades
bastardize it to survive.
Now I talk like that. Hey, mere ko nahi jam raha. And then my Delhi friends are like, what?
What do you do?
There's also the Vandre one where, like, in the middle they re-recorded the audio of the lady saying Bandra in Marathi. So it would be normal voice, and then suddenly she would scream Vandre out of nowhere. Which petrified people because.
But do you guys enjoy the GPS? I love the GPS.
In Marathi?
They're the Westerner talking with all our languages, pronunciation of the roads, and they just do it. Blase, they don't care. Just go through the whole thing.
I don't know, Rajat is
Bang the pad high.
I love it.
Figure it out now.
Just get them to say bhai.
What are you saying? Sorry, Rajat was saying?
No, Rajat has. I don't know. There's some setting on Alexa. He's made the Alexa voice some Bengali person.
Nice.
So I'm like, Alexa, switch off the light. Of course. And then I'm like, oh my god, who is this? My father?
That's beautiful. Yeah. Can you do that? I don't know you can do that.
Yeah.
You can get an accent and all.
Yeah, wow. Alexa, Siri, you can program the background also.
But even our Indian accents?
Yeah, there's Indian accents also.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like
we have 1/5 of the world's population.
Don't remind me. Every time we travel, I see Indians. It was the worst thing in my.
Just imagine the number of people hearing your show right now. Just look at
all
the
foreigners.
spin.
Huge. We're very big in Japan.
I'm sure we are.
So when Joanne had come down from Malaysia to India, like we were going from one part of Goa.
Joanne?
Joanne is a comic from Malaysia.
But how the hell are people going to know this? How is Pushpak Podar going to know who you're talking about when you say Joanne?
I'm sorry, Pushpak.
Or Devrat for that matter. Shweta Singh mornings, she's still having a coffee.
Yeah. Shweta is having her first cocktail in the morning.
Yeah.
But like
Tuesday, it's fine.
Joanne Kam is like a legend in the Malaysian circuit. She's done 30 years of comedy over there.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so she had come down to India for vacation. So she came down for vacation. I was chilling with her.
Name dropping, Joy.
Yeah, because I toured in Australia with her. Right? She was like a mother of the entire group.
You tell us your Stanley Kubrick story after this.
Yeah, that one, right?
No, so when we were driving, we were using Google Maps because we used to Google Maps, right? She was using Waze in India, which is
It
just
doesn't work, no?
It works in terms of showing you the road, but that road is not the right road. Okay, so
What do you
there's
mean?
like we're going to Goa to a venue, okay, and now there's a road that she has on her map. But as we are driving, now there's both sides, there are fields and a narrow road going through the field, okay? So she's like, no, there's a road ahead showing us. So we are driving. The wheel, if it goes 1 inch this side, we're on the field, okay? We're going to topple over. So she has expert driving skills, but she's driving through the middle of that road and we got through the road somehow. Now
It's like a kacha road in the field.
no, it's a proper road, but then aage jaake it gets even narrower, only for like a bicycle
And
lane.
Waze doesn't know this.
And Waze doesn't know this, so now we are fucked because she's still like, I can still go, and we're like, please don't, it's a rental, you'll fucking scrape the
Why
sides.
didn't you just use your GPS?
She was not listening to us. She like, I've been driving in Malaysia for so many years.
No,
I
but I've
know.
had a similar Google Maps early day story in Goa, where we
Yeah.
ended up at a railway fatak in the middle of the night. Everything was shut, and there was a lady's handbag hanging from the tree. It was just like a weird.
Oh, shit.
Also, how fast do they update road repair? See, sometimes
no,
they
they don't.
can't. I mean, they do their best. Sometimes,
I mean,
but
Bandra, they can't keep up.
they can't, no, because even the guy doesn't know that he's going to be
Yeah,
repairing the road.
exactly.
Sometimes, yeah, it's like that. Okay, listen, let's get into the real reason Jaydeep is here. He's not here to just waste time with us. Although we'd love you to come back and just do that once
I'd
in a
love
while
it.
because you live close by. So it won't be hopefully an inconvenience. But, and it's already out. Rainbow Rishta has been out for some time. It's doing really well. So let's talk a little bit about that. Also, I've mentioned it 10 times and I know it sounds like nepotism from our side, but our homegrown boy here, Navin Bhai has written this. It's his first big writing foray, I would say,
Yes,
on an
yes.
OTT.
On
Written and
OTT.
casted.
Yeah.
He's the
He's the
casting
casting
couch director. CCD.
So eventually, when they asked me what do I want to be credited as in the show, I had no idea because
Yeah, he's everything.
we had
He's
done
really,
everything by the time, because it was a small ragtag team and we were all like doing everything almost. So in the
Hey, bro,
beginning, it
writer
was-
is the germ, man. You're the main guy. You're the machine.
yes,
That's
yes. It was only 4 of us in the beginning, by the
Yeah.
way. Jaydeep, me, Sneha, and
it's
Karan.
Jaydeep. He's been
Yeah,
going.
Jaydeep. I call him JD, so I don't even go for the
Yes.
What?
pronunciation.
Why JD?
Yeah.
Jaydeep.
Just- I mean, I don't know. Lazy doesn't want to pronounce
Yeah.
too many vowels.
But it's
I
very
don't know.
close to Jaydeep. You know, it's like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
hardly
yeah.
saved any time on that one.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
JD, Jaydeep. I mean, really?
Yeah. It's international. It travels well.
Oh, that way, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a Jack Daniel.
Yeah.
Right?
Although,
It
as
goes down
names
easy.
go, Indian names go, yours is easy to pronounce because there's deep.
Yeah, but
Which they'll say it in their
like
own
in
way.
Prague, it became Jaydeep because the J
Oh,
is
the J,
Y.
yeah.
And then in
Yeah.
US, the Joy Deep, the pun on that is just
Yeah.
not fun.
Oh,
Up to
how
the
funny
point,
is
like,
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 21-year-old.
Correct,
saying,
yeah.
Joy
And
Deep,
they always think they're the first guy to do it.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
worst
yeah,
part.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
hey,
close to
check this
heart,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, so initially it was 4 of us, and then we had to basically.
Sorry, who the four?
I just named them.
But then we started making jokes.
Two of us,
Yeah.
and then Sneha, who was
One of the
associate,
co-writers and the associate creative
and
director.
creative, and Karan, who was the producer. And initially it was just 4 of us for like almost a year doing
So you-
more than
the
that.
entire
You ideated,
background.
four of you came up with the.
So what happened was once I mean this was my first rodeo in terms of documentaries, and I did not
Oh.
know how do you cast a documentary show. So then Vice told me, no, don't worry about this. We have the cultural icon Navin Narona on board. He knows all the gays in India. So
Stop there. We've got our line. We've got our line that we can riff for the rest of the show now.
Yeah, this could be his Twitter bio.
He knows all the gays in India,
He knows
but
all the
he's
gays
now
in
fighting
India.
with more gays than straights. He's
And
got
he
bad
just
temper.
I don't know. He just
Bad
gets off
temper.
on fighting with
He
people.
fights a
He
lot.
loves provoking.
Naveen, why are you always fighting?
Life is too fucking easy otherwise.
So I always thought he had this chip on the shoulder of the gay thing and all that,
Yeah.
but now that's sort of gone away.
Sometimes a gay thing, sometimes a konkani
No,
thing. There are many things.
no,
many
the point
chips.
is, and I don't want to get all Hitlerian about it. The point is that it's not about the gay thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
about
yeah,
Naveen.
yeah,
Naveen's got an
exactly.
anger
Yeah,
inside him,
I
and
just
he
want
has
to
to come
point
out.
out that Abraham has promised that we'll get $100 every time I give some gossip on.
Oh, by
my
the way,
life or whatever.
Jaydeep, you want to hear sex stories? This is the show when Naveen's on. I
On
swear
camera?
by
No.
God.
I've heard many sex
Joy.
stories. I mean,
No, he
that's
doesn't make up, bro. He doesn't make up. There's
Cyrus,
bed breaking.
we've had like 8 hours of driving. Okay.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah,
shoot, we were
that's
going
true,
to like
that's
butt
true.
fuck parts of India. Like we can see
So
everything.
let
we
me.
can say
You
everything.
guys
Yeah.
discuss railway platforms and all. He's banned on most platforms in the suburbs.
We
By the
know,
way,
we
yeah.
know,
and the
we know.
tracks.
How he went from being the prey to
Yeah.
being the predator. That's
Yeah.
also that organic growth. Yeah.
Ooh.
Somebody mentioned Naveen's casting couch director would be the gay wine.
I know. I couldn't believe when you said it. Yeah.
No, but so yeah.
Sorry. So four of you all.
Yeah,
Let's
the four of
always
us-
get back to the track,
Yeah, we
guys.
must, but the segues are more fun. No?
I know what to do.
Yeah,
what to do.
That's okay.
No, so
No, I just want to know how the idea comes out to do a documentary, etc. Is there one person who came up with that, or all four?
we still don't know what we made.
Okay.
I'll be very honest. Like it's a documentary, but it's got like 24 songs. It's for all the arcs.
So that
and, like,
Konkani song that came on the reel was fantastic.
Magatuza,
I
yeah.
played it about 10 times. Yeah.
And there's such lovely reels.
It's gone
people are
viral for
putting,
all the right
Yeah, yeah.
reasons. I love
Yeah.
it.
No,
Yeah.
it's just nice to listen to. Sometimes the things are just actually nice.
Yeah. And
What can you
we
do?
don't hear like Konkani, Mete,
No.
all these
It's a
other
it's a beautiful
sounds.
musical sort of language.
Yeah,
you know?
we've just become so. I mean,
Too much
all
Hindi,
the
na?
music is just so Western.
Dear Prime Minister,
Western.
Hindi to be removed for 2 years.
No, it's a Punjabification of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a nice song.
Now Naveen takes over with the
I'm
real anger.
sorry. It's the truth. It's the truth. Like,
Go ahead.
how many times do you hear a Yo-Yo Honey Singh and Badshah in every song?
Too much of that.
Great artists.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think we need Indian rap, of course.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then in the whole process, how much do you hear Kannada rap or how much do you hear like Gujarati
Also,
rap?
you don't like artists who repeat their name. Yo. I mean, it's like, I got it the first time, yo.
Yeah.
It's like he goes back and comes back again to
Can you
rehab.
imagine? Yo.
So that's what I'm saying. Like even now,
But it's like food. We have only 10 or 15 dishes that people know about. But look at the
Agreed.
cuisine that's available
Yeah,
north, south, east, west.
That's what.
Huge.
I to turned this show into a little travel show for myself.
But
I was like,
really-
मेरे को Imphal जाना है, मेरे को Guwahati जाना है, मेरे को Hampi road trip पे जाना है. We had a blast. Like
yeah, it
us.
was so beautiful. It was just like
So how
the
many states
air.
were covered?
6.
Six at least.
You went to northeast already.
Manipur,
Jharkhand.
Manipur,
Assam, Karnataka,
yeah, Karnataka, Bombay,
Delhi,
yeah.
and Ranchi.
Correct.
6.
That's quite a
Six.
decent
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
And a lot of east being represented finally.
Great fun.
I always say east is the forgotten part of India.
Yeah,
You think-
absolutely.
yeah.
And there's so much lovely music. Like we had a
The birth of culture.
yeah.
If you can include Bihar, Jharkhand, and then go to the northeast and everything else,
Yeah.
Bengal,
Yeah.
all the culture comes from
You
there.
know what we experienced in Manipur, and it's just so sad where what's happening there right now. Exactly a year ago, it was the exact opposite. We had so much fun.
Yeah.
We ate the best food. We listened to the best music, and it was just brilliant. And I want to go back again.
Yeah, the
and,
people were just
Not to be
genuinely so
insensitive,
sweet.
but the moment you left, 1 week later, the riots and fighting started.
not really.
2
3-4
weeks.
months.
Almost
But the
a
day
few-
we left, the prohibition was removed.
Yeah.
That was the weird thing. Because
But that's good, right?
Yeah, but it could
It
have been
caused
removed
trouble.
when we were there, we were
Oh.
shooting, so we
Oh.
couldn't get alcohol at that time. And the
Oh.
minute we got onto the flight, the news came that now prohibition is gone from Manipur.
And
Yeah.
again, Naveen got
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah.
A rant came out of Naveen.
No, I was,
Damn you
I was
people.
happy actually.
No, Naveen
Yeah.
had a really bad misadventure.
Oh, I want to know.
in
You have to tell us.
Imphal. Okay,
You.
so Naveen and
That's a
I
funny
have
story.
similar pursuit of food. Okay, so I got like lots of notes from my local friends, as in my Manipuri friends in Bombay, and they told us to go to this one Thai restaurant. We got really excited, and the story director who was working on this story, Hriday, he's not a foodie at all. He can eat Subway everywhere, all through the world. That's all he wants.
Never trust a man with a wrong spelling.
Yeah.
What's the H doing? There's just an H there for no
There's
reason.
an E at the end also.
Yeah, what the hell's going on with this guy?
Yeah.
Never again.
Sweetie, he's a sweetie. So then, we went to this Thai restaurant. We said, okay, you guys have wrapped up. We'll go to the Thai restaurant, order, and it's Manipur. Everything shuts by 7 because
Yeah.
they start the day at 3.
I'm okay with
So
that.
we went at 5 in the evening and we said, okay, we want these 2 big fish and we want to order. We ordered like the spread. We went back to the hotel and said, guys, the order's been placed. Let's go. Nobody wanted to come. Everyone was tired.
Yeah, we booked a table for 18 people. 6 of us went
6
back.
of us went, and Naveen saw this big fish and he said, I'm not going to let this go. He finished 2 large.
I'm a Mangalorean boy, so fish is in my veins. So to say.
And then the
Then it was
suffering
all over,
lasted for months.
Yeah.
till it
I don't think it was the fish so much as a spicy octopus. They had the spicy octopus on the menu, and I wanted to try it. Okay,
yeah.
where you can basically just have the tentacles slurping out of your mouth and all that, and it was a whole different cuisine for
For
us.
the
because-
vegetarians who listen to our show, I do
It was
apologize
dead.
because he said tentacles, not testicles, by the way, just in case people start.
Which also
Well,
I've
you
eaten,
know,
by the way.
you're
I've eaten
right.
I don't think they have
testicles.
testicles. I don't know how it works with the octopus. Some say it's very advanced animal,
Yeah,
but I'm not quite sure about the
No, I don't think he's
genitalia.
interested in octopus testicles.
but
There are-
octopus can remove the
Doesn't really make him a
genitals.
pedophile if you're going in that direction. Yeah.
Do you know octopus can throw the
Octopi,
genitals?
plural.
But like one octopus will do it. No.
No, is
Damn
it,
you.
No. Now I'll believe this. Is it octopi?
I have octopi.
No, don't lie.
Come on.
You're a
Jaydeep, you're
cathedral boy, you
spreading
will
the
know.
culture all over the world and you don't know
The life
octopi.
of octopi.
Octop bloody pie.
Okay, all right.
And there's octopussy. That's totally different.
That's
Okay.
James Bond, that's-
Oh yeah, so but then post that meal essentially for the next 6 months I had like the
Diarrhea.
worst IBS. Not diarrhea also. It's just IBS because IBS is both. You have constipation
triggered.
and diarrhea
He
at
just
the
checked
same
out
time.
of the scene for like a month, and yeah, I felt
It was-
culpable
it was
also. in
very-
So actually, the fault is not his. It's the 12 people who bunked. So he was forced the pressure
He
of
had to
all
take
this
one for the
food and
team
to take one for the
Never
team.
waste food, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but then I lost a lot of weight, which was great because everybody was asking how did you lose weight,
Yeah.
and I don't know diet.
It's-
Just like
it's
Yeah, but you know,
IBS.
like right now, if you travel to any city in India, you turn on Swiggy, it has the same 6 things. Some donut place, some wow momo.
Same brands
Same
also.
thing. So we always fought that. So we always went out looking. But I mean, at the end of the day, people were happy eating paneer pasanda and roti everywhere, and we were the
You got to
only
divide
few.
into the adventurous. It's also about a metaphor for everything. Adventurous and non-adventurous. Because
Yeah.
those who are conservative with their food taste and all, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
don't take them because they're already stressed.
I just feel like opening up new experiences for people.
But
I don't know
you
why.
think you're doing something good, but they're being
Yeah,
punished.
learned the hard. way,
Yeah,
learned the hard
exactly.
way.
Never
It's why
pre-orders,
I'm
yeah.
against
Never.
democracy.
Yeah.
We tried it. It didn't work. So let's have one government in place forever. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Octopi are excellent gropers, Pushpak says.
Gropers is a fish. Don't get all.
Oh.
But octopi are
panties
not,
in it.
not
They are
the
beating
same fish.
Delhiites apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What's
the
that
last
mean?
thing a Delhi person needs, a fucking succubus thing on his hand. Just fucking...
Not Delhi. I mean Gurgaon. Delhi is very tame. Gurgan is where the action is, bro.
Gurgan.
No,
Yeah.
people from Delhi also go to Gurgaon to commit crime because
Yeah,
it's more
yeah,
realistic.
yeah.
So it's like
And then there's
between two signals
Correct.
and
you cross into
street
Haryana
lights,
and the law is a little more relaxed.
yeah,
Yeah.
then
हाँ
And
ठीक
the
है
alcohol is
दबा दो
cheaper.
एक बार
Yeah.
इसमें क्या है
commit crime in
That's
Haryana.
not counted यार Why don't you pick up cash on your way back
Yeah. Such a beautiful extra.
Look at us talking from corrupt Mumbai. I got to tell you, we are worse than all of them now. The worst. Yeah,
Do you think so? No,
I think so.
I don't know.
I think so. Our corruption level is now another level only. It is nothing like 80s and 90s. At the end of the day, parts of the north now were already like that. But Jharkhand and all got much better.
Yeah.
You know, the things are much better.
Karnataka,
Bihar
oh my
is better.
God,
Karnataka
is
is
so good
rocking.
that-
But-
so we were shooting,
But not
one of the
infrastructure.
stories-
Infrastructure is
No,
as
but
bad as
infrastructure
Mumbai.
is- what
All the time
not
it's digging.
Bangalore. I mean, not Bangalore, but the highways in Karnataka, like if
Some
you're
are
driving to
working, yeah.
Mysore or
Intercity,
Hampi and all.
yeah.
It's
Hemishas, please speak up. We have lots of people from Bangalore on the show. They'll tell you the problems. They're not
somebody
very
saying,
happy.
Hemisha saying Rainbow Rishta ka kya hua? Let's get back to
हाँ Rainbow Rishta का क्या हुआ? We were four heads together.
Four heads
coming
together,
with a germ
and
of an idea.
Naveen found us almost 250 people, and he
Yeah.
would do. And I've never told Naveen this before.
No, but these are
you know, he
auditioned
would do
people. also.
interviews like this,
Like who'll be
on
good
Zoom.
on television? Who'll
Yeah.
be good on
So
camera?
tell us your story. So you know, we wanted to, but you know, the thing is,
No, but it'll be
Naveen
like
would
Rodi's
do-
audition. Sorry, Joy, but it wouldn't be like a Rodi's audition because you'll get guys you think are good because of what they have to talk about.
Yeah.
But when you put the camera on,
Correct.
then
So many
Exactly.
times, so many times,
our
yeah.
friend Naveen would do like these long interviews, which would be almost 2 hours. But for me, if in the first 2 minutes they didn't hold my attention,
yeah,
I mean, there's no way they could carry a story,
unlikely.
right? So I never told Naveen this, but Naveen, I only saw two
You
minutes
told me
of
this,
those
you
two
told me.
hour.
You said
Why did
5
you-
minutes last time.
Naveen, you work too hard, and you know why I feel bad. You work a lot with me now, so something should have rubbed off. Always be as insincere as you can to be successful. Am I right,
But
sir?
this was all being
I think
recorded,
so.
right?
I think so.
And like the bosses were going to see all of this, so I had
Yeah.
to be like on my best behavior.
No, I think you
And
care.
No,
You're
I'm
still
exaggerating,
idealistic.
No, no.
obviously.
So also the funny thing was
Joy,
that
don't feel bad. Fuck it. It was 1 minute.
What if there is a season 2 and he's just sending me like 30-second reels?
There's no one in front of the camera. There's a hand.
I just want to point out that we were just coming out of the pandemic back then, right? So it
Yeah.
was 2021, June, July, and my laptop back then was just like the most rickety.
It had a
as-
virus. Oops, too
Yeah,
much.
Yeah, it was properly infected.
Uh.
But I had to like turn the laptop on half an hour in advance so it cools down, and then we can do the Zoom call without any hassles.
Oh my
So it was like
ये
every day
क्या
I had to.
struggle की कहानी मैंने
Yeah,
कभी
yeah,
नहीं सुना
ये,
था?
ये background story था
Oh.
because see, and then my partner also lives with me, right? So I'm like, you shut up, you don't talk for like next 2 hours. So he bichara had to be on his phone, on his headphones or whatever, couldn't do anything.
Yeah, working from home was
Yeah.
quite another
Yeah.
struggle, man.
It was,
seriously.
but then we would do like 3-4 interviews per day over the next
Yeah.
6 months, and then we found like a
Did
lot
you-
of interesting.
Can I ask this question? Do you pay the people who come on camera?
Eventually, yes.
Eventually, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not to audition.
No, then it's fair. I'm saying the whole thing because otherwise you put them through a process and
No,
whatever.
that was kind of like our from the very beginning we had that platitude that we as queer people who are creating it will also hire queer people behind the scenes in front of the camera, and everybody will be.
What if I
paid.
pretend to be a queer person because I like being on camera?
You know, so this happened with
It could
Hriday.
happen. It's
This
not
happened with
possible.
Hriday. It's really
Huh.
funny because we wanted a queer
It's pretending.
director
Yeah.
on the show, and then Karan,
Hey, bro,
who's the
this is
producer,
scaring me. They
Listen
did
na,
Sam
listen na.
Bahadur, the non-Parsi guy was the actor.
Yeah,
This is art, bro.
He pulled it off. But listen,
How
listen. na.
dare you?
So then
He was too
Hriday,
tall. huh?
Karan, who's the producer, told
Yeah.
Hriday that listen, they're looking for a queer director, and you're gay, right? He was like, yeah, I'm gay. So he's like, okay, fine.
That's a
And then we
beautiful
had
conversation.
we had a great meeting, and then we hired him. And then I don't know what happened to Karan. Karan went back to Hriday and said, listen, now you've got this job because you're gay. You're sure you're gay, na? And
Wow.
Hriday's like, how the hell can I fucking prove this to you, man? Like,
Ooh.
how? How do I prove this?
Yeah. But just for the record, for people listening, Rida is gay.
Yeah.
This is
Queer.
a-
Queer. He's not
So
gay,
it's
he's queer.
it's a sin.
In fact, once when he was in Assam, like they had landed a day before us,
Oh my
and
God, are we saying dirty stories now?
no,
No, of course.
No.
This is Naveen.
No,
If he doesn't do one or two dirty stories, we'll lose our equity here.
it's true,
on the
it's
show.
true. Yeah, people
Come
want
on,
that from me. They demand it.
And the thing is,
They
Naveen
need
tells
it.
a dirty story like you talk about food or whatever. It's just
Yeah, very
normal.
casually,
It's very
yeah.
normal
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
conversation.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, so basically it was also like Rida and I, both of our grinders were on in the same hotel at the same time, right?
Hmm.
And then this Sardarji kind of found him cuter, so we had like this whole little like
I
it was
remember
my
this.
type, but then he found you cute, whatever. Like it was like a
Little cat fight
little
happening.
sisterhood, like a essentially, because
Why put a communal tinge to it? So some guy, what do you have to say? Don't understand that
No,
much.
it's his type.
He was
wanted
like
a
big boys.
he was
Northwest
he was a
frontier, like,
big burly Sikh guy, right? So like
yeah.
it kind
He was
of
quite the
That
catch.
he's told us. He
Apparently,
likes the hirsute,
yeah,
well-built macho.
Yeah.
hirsute is right.
Yeah.
You know, a hair suit even more so.
Yeah.
So yeah, then that we had like this little bit of like, you know, sisterhood of the
So
traveling.
who won the
pants.
guy?
Hriday won. Yeah.
Hriday.
You lost, Naveen.
Yeah.
Making me look bad. We never lose. This Hriday has to be stopped.
No, I think, and one of my favorite stories also, because we work with so many queer people. One of the second assistant director was from South Bombay. Okay, like
Wow.
he's never seen like hardship in his entire.
You know my
life.
people. Yeah.
I don't-
What?
I don't know about-
Cyrus is
Yeah,
Bombay.
very much your
I
type.
mean,
Okay,
firstly, he
so-
crosses the ceiling. You should be grateful,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you guys are pushing
taken
it.
him to
Manipur,
Imphal.
Assam. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, so there was a scene where we was shooting in a coracle in Hampi, okay, and it
Hmm.
was like at one point only one camera person could go on the boat, and the rest of us were on the shore. So we were hiding behind rocks and all. So in case they turn the camera around, we
Correct.
don't show up on
Yeah.
the shore, okay. So now an entire herd of cows shows up to drink water by the river because that's what they do. They're cows. They
And
drink-
because they weren't told about the shot.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
producer briefed them about the
Yeah.
fucking.
They didn't know we're changing
Yeah.
the world with this really woke show. Unko pani peena hai.
And to be honest, Joy, he likes hirsute men, but a cow is taking it too far.
Yeah. I've had bull testicles. Not,
Yeah.
No, but
So-
we'll finish the story.
yeah. So anyway,
Look at the way the ADD kicks in. Now we can't tell any story.
and you take me on that
We're
journey
still on
also.
your germ idea of four guys hanging out.
Yeah. So now we're all behind the rocks and the cows are in the front of the camera,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
So this guy comes out and says, "Bhaiya, shepherd kahan par hai?" Bhaiya,
Yeah.
and we all start laughing because first of all they're cows, they're not sheep to be herding by
Yeah.
a sheep. But we were just like, the idea that he does not even know the word and the fact that he's looking for
There
a
was a
shepherd.
really funny moment that his voice echoing through Hampi, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Bhaiya, shepherd kahan hai? Shepherd nahi hai aapke paas," in the middle of Hampi. So yeah.
I think comedy is at its best when people are just doing like a wrong thing at the wrong time. You know? You can't
Yeah,
beat that,
yeah,
really.
yeah.
Yeah,
Context,
and we're like, how
context.
do we now take the cows out? Let them be. It's okay. They're part of the fucking culture.
What's the word for shepherd in Kannada? Does anyone know?
Kannada, you're asking.
You were in
say na,
you were in
are-
Bang-
Karnataka. So let's say between
I know-
Tulu and Kannada. Or,
Yeah, you
you know,
I know Hindi word Gadariya.
Yeah, for shepherd.
Yeah.
That sounds almost like a third
Because-
part of the
because
Sunny
the-
Deol franchise.
Yeah.
I'm like, coming soon, Gadariya.
Gadariya.
He's actually just a shepherd. There's no action, nothing. He's a guy with a sheep.
Because we were taught the Hindi version of the Lord is my shepherd in church, you know.
But say the Hindi
यीशु है
version.
सच्चा गदरिया हम उसके बेड़े हैं
Bro, you lose some.
हरी चराइयों में
You lose a
हमें
lot of
चराते हैं।
converts. I say stick to English.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
because that's
God.
what they want converts to know Hindi also.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
they want us to like
yeah.
spread out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a hallelujah version.
What
of
is hallelujah in Hindi?
Hallelujah.
Oh, somebody said Kuruba in Kannada.
Kuruba, is it?
Kuruba.
Now we know.
For
Good to know,
shepherd.
Good to
Yeah,
know.
Hamisha is a Bangalore
Yeah.
resident expert.
It's while making love, a lot of people use these terms. Hey, harder, Kuruba.
That sounds almost Bengali now.
Does it? Yeah. Yeah. Bengali is the mother language end of the day. Yeah. Can't
But
beat
yeah,
Bengali.
Just for people who are still curious, we're talking about Rainbow Rishta, and we keep wandering as is the nature of the show. But
That's also because we
yeah.
have the creators. Now, where will we get a conversation where you could tell us about an incident with the cows coming in the background and killing the shot and
Yeah,
all that?
BTS was so much more
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, they're going to see the show. The show per se is not the issue. It's the
Yeah.
making of
yeah,
the show.
yeah. So we
Yeah.
have
As long as they see the show
They will see the show.
and share about the show.
Of course, because now
It's
they
a
all
great show.
bro, they want to see the cow shot.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, the cows didn't make it, nah, because
you,
then
cut,
the
you took that shot,
yeah, obviously, yeah.
but I would have kept it.
Or-
BTS,
no,
BTS
if,
will have
if you,
it.
if you
I'll
slow
give
it
you-
down really like 0.5 speed, you'll see them on the coast at one point.
And his dialogue
But the
about Bhaiya
coracle is
Shepherd.
not poor thing,
Shepherd
don't
ki
worry,
tarah.
there's no cow.
He will never do that. I just know that. It's very
But what fun. I really believe Naveen, and years pass because I keep
Yeah.
looking.
For
and
the cow.
looking. Yeah.
Never find it, yeah.
so obsessed with cows.
Right.
But no, so I think behind the scenes we were having more fun for sure.
A lot of
And
fun,
and
yeah.
because it was season 1, we did not know like if we were going to have this much fun because the stress of getting through most of the scenes itself was so stressful. We were shooting during the monsoons that nobody
Yeah.
knows about. That we were trying to catch non-rainy days on most days. Even
Yeah.
Delhi was
No,
the hottest
in
time.
Hampi, though, it was flooded. Remember, like
Yeah,
they did
yeah.
a recce and they found Hami's temple. We shoot karenge. Then when we go for the shoot, we're driving down and there's no temple. And
There's
we're
no
like,
road.
What happened?
Yeah.
Everything is submerged. They opened the
Wow.
dam, the floodgates. So it was quite an adventure.
You could have
shooting
changed the
in
documentary
rains.
to Monsoon Rishta or something.
It will-
Totally different
Monsoon
situation.
weddings part 2, yeah. But I think it was such a great even Delhi when we were shooting, the loo was going on. Nobody told us. We're just like
Loo meaning the garam
the
hava,
heat
not
wave,
the
yeah.
Oh, the
toilets.
loo, huh?
Yeah.
Not toilets.
yeah. So we were just standing and shooting in Lajpat Market, and we just like all of us are melting literally, like bodies and souls just like
But लगता नहीं है ना तब जब when you're
Because
in
of-
that moment,
From
it
Excuse
feels
me,
so
Naveen.
weird.
Bombay,
Excuse me,
yeah.
Naveen.
Yeah.
You have a hardcore, true blue Delhi Tafanian out here.
Yeah.
Okay, so why didn't he know this? And he's a filmmaker. So-
I fully knew it, but did I care?
oh, you just want him to suffer.
I
Guys,
just-
you don't know what it's like.
What is on screen is
Yeah.
what matters.
Yeah. Delhi in
Yeah.
October.
It's
Come
all
soon.
for a,
Yeah, also there were times when like if the shoot is going on inside a shop or something where there's AC, only 4 people can go inside. So the struggle was who 4 go inside. In
No, and a lot
Direct-
of the times finding a toilet was like such
oh
a
my
big thing. Na?
god.
Arey, toilet mil gaya. And
Oh,
it would be
shit.
like,
Guys,
go.
how many times do I tell you the whole country is our toilet?
No.
It's the wrong thing to say.
Cyrus.
Never ever say that.
I'm not part
Joy,
of
never
this.
say that, and I will hold you up
Yeah,
accountable.
I promise I will never say
No,
that.
this
Neither should
happened
you.
in Cherny Road when we were shooting for the opening scene of the show is
Yeah.
the wedding card scene, right?
Where in Cherny Road? Since you're not finally a place that I know.
Girgaon, Khandelkar Road.
Kandilkar Road. The
You know?
card
You
painting.
know?
Nobody
You know
calls,
South
nobody
Bombay boy,
calls
you know?
Khandelkar Road.
Khandelkar Road, Girgaon.
Girgaon ko malum hai.
Ah. So
You couldn't find a loo.
yeah, and as I said, like we're
Oh my
post
God.
IBS happening, no loo, and like the closest was like they're like we don't even have a hotel booking or whatever. We're just shooting on the roads of Bombay essentially. It's like
Yeah.
a guerrilla crew essentially,
Yeah.
right? So then my producer Swati, such a sweetheart she is, she's
Yeah.
found keys from some shopkeeper. Okay, like there's a jewelry shop, and he's like, here's the key that he uses.
And you have to take your jewels in.
Yeah,
Imagine.
and like you can imagine the worst fucking bathroom.
Hey, bro, when you're dying to go,
Hooks
what are
is
you
like-
saying? When you're
Yeah.
dying to go, that's like, paradise.
You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
go.
However
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
where do you hang your pants? What's
Yeah.
happening to your
Yeah.
shoes? You have no idea,
Oh.
but you have to take that risk. It was
Yeah.
like,
That's why
but we got through it. I think it was such
We
a
got through it.
the fact that we have so many stories to
My
tell
friend
afterwards.
Kunal-
Oh, and then there was
Huh.
this one in Bhayandar when we were shooting Toilet Story. Bhayandar,
Please,
the toilet
please,
we have
please.
to say.
Yeah.
So,
How
you know-
nicely.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine to say, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but India is but that's not good.
No,
This is
no.
good.
That's my
Bhayandar-
hometown.
did you
That's
see
my
that? Huh?
Yeah.
This is called Earth, right? We used to learn that in Hindi. Earth. They used to have that Earth passage where you do the meaning.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, acha, like Earth and Paryavachi.
Yeah,
type,
yeah,
like
like
that.
matlab, yeah.
Ha,
yeah,
ha, ha. No, so we were shooting in, so they got us a hotel from our location across the road where we would congregate to have lunch.
Yeah,
congregate.
first of all, having
To
a
have
hotel in
lunch.
Bhayandar, I lived my entire life that no idea there's a hotel worth staying. First of all, everything is
And
like
it was like that hourly wala hotel,
Yeah.
na, ki you book it for 500
Wow,
bucks
I
an
love that
hour
idea.
For
and
college
yeah,
students,
Very
Yeah,
often you just
yeah.
need it for an hour or two to
Yeah.
just refresh or whatever.
And
Ideally for
then
3
what
minutes,
it had
yeah.
was, it had those glass bathrooms. You know, where you can,
can see through.
So now there is like 10 of us sitting there having biryani and one of us needs to go. We've all got to leave.
yeah,
Because
it's so weird.
It's just all, I don't know why hotels
Can
have
you
this
just
now.
turn your
Like,
back and pee.
I mean,
No, so you can
I
you
mean-
can only not see the pot area. Okay, they've
Yeah.
covered like a green pasture on a pot ka area where you're sitting down, but they can see your feet.
I
Your
wish you had
pants.
shot all this also, yaar.
Yeah, it
no,
was.
Cyrus,
And I
that's
find it
another
very
show.
interesting.
That's
Yeah.
another
People don't know the
show.
hardship of making a show.
Yeah,
You don't know
behind
what
the
people
scenes,
go
it was-
through, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
grueling, yeah.
And these are also the handicaps of only when you're there.
Yeah.
You cannot perceive this
Yeah.
is coming. You
Yeah.
just go there and suddenly the small thing like a toilet is such a big deal.
Yeah. It's so amazing that these are funny stories in retrospect. At that
Yeah.
time, it was quite hard.
Yeah, we were shooting with the
Girgaon was hard.
Suresh and Soham. I think that's one of my favorite stories because
Tell us one or two stories also, no? I mean, if you can, without
from-
giving it away.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Suresh and Soham are like a couple who've now celebrated 7 years together as a gay couple.
Okay.
So their story of the 7-year age, like even with like queer couples,
They want to leave.
we don't know that when we meet them in the beginning.
Which
of
one
the
is
year,
straying?
that
I go
also
with
we don't-
Suresh.
I
Suresh
can't
sounds-
reveal anything on the show.
No, we
Unless
don't know.
We don't know.
Hard, Naveed.
People have had their assumptions after watching the show. A lot of people felt certain
So,
things.
so they
They've
talk
told
about
me.
wanting to stray, but they don't stray, or it's left to your imagination.
No. They talk about parental
Yeah.
acceptance and.
But that's 7 years
deep.
into it. Well, that's all done now, right?
7? That's what- 6.
6 years back then.
Oh.
But they're like, what next for them as a couple, right? Because they've been together for so long. Like as many couples, like they figure out. Like,
Introduce a third party.
yeah,
You recommended that many times on the show.
that also is a different show. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were trying to get a polyamory story, but we're too soon for that. I think
Yeah, hopefully.
India
next
as a country is still exploring and developing
week.
with time.
Well, don't tell me you do it in the heterosexual world first, and then say, okay, I'll try the threesome in
The
the.
heterosexual world is not fun anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
Cyrus.
Plus-
very
plus
boring.
Kuch
yeah.
nahi hai wahan.
They're copying
Kuch
us only, basically.
nahi. Yeah.
So
You
anyway,
guys seem to be having much more fun, except
Absolutely.
albeit the toilet issues. But other than that, yeah.
what do you mean?
I don't know.
So many issues. Are a couple. Anyways, so we're shooting now, and this is like we've shot with them for 3 days, and we've traveled from Bangalore to Hampi, okay, where the resort is.
Hmm.
And by this point, there's been a lot of like arguments on the road, and because they're a couple, there's been some bickering and everything.
Hmm.
And so we're like, okay, now it's a present situation. We have to put a camera on them and ask them questions that will make them speak about what they're going through, okay, as a couple. And we're shooting, and there's like a grass hedge over here, and I'm sitting over here, and there's very minimal space because we're shooting inside a resort first of all. So
And they're
again,
in a very emotional moment,
Yeah, yeah.
tear-jerking
You don't want,
Yeah.
you want to kill that because it won't happen again.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
and
Ankit, the DOP, is behind me. His chair is my only leaning support, okay?
Oh shit.
And all the DOPs have a beanbag which they carry on their shoulders
my
essentially
God.
to put cameras on. So I'm sitting on top of that.
Naveen, you clumsy oaf. Please go
Yeah,
on.
you know where this is going.
Yeah.
Okay, so now Suresh is opened up to Soham has opened up to Suresh, and Soham is like, I don't think your family accepts me, and Suresh is like, where have I made you feel that? And they're having the most intense conversation ever, and slowly I feel the beanbag giving away. Okay, so now I'm on the edge of this grass hedge, and the beanbag starts tilting. Okay, and I now fall.
And it's a fall down, like on the left. If he tips,
It's only bushes.
will
What do you
fall
call a bean bag which is gone? A has been.
Has beanbag, yeah. So I fully now lean into the bushes, and I'm in the fucking thing. Okay?
While the shot is going on.
The shot is going on. They're talking, okay, and I don't want anybody
They're
to
like,
start to.
they're like, this is like the
Yeah.
zenith of their emotional
Yeah,
breakdown.
they're having like a full
Yeah.
heated argument, and I'm just like, keep rolling.
And then he falls, and then he rolls.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
you didn't shoot this. But
We
no.
could
It's
not-
there
we
on
could not.
camera. It's there. We have it.
Yeah.
Somebody has like a BTS shot, but there were mosquitoes. Okay, so they're like now eating into my arm, but I can't say anything. Ankit is getting beaten. He can't, flash arm.
You can't
Nothing.
kill the moment, so you
Yeah.
can't do anything.
So
yeah.
then the characters had to be like, Suresh and Soham were like, hey, Naveen's just like literally in the
Wow.
bushes. Can we pick him up first? So then they brought me out. It was like,
But that's the thing with documentary now. The minute you can never do a retake, right?
You
So
can't.
if you have a moment and they are finally at the core of their story, now if Naveen is getting bitten by mosquitoes and falling down a hill, what is more important, Cyrus? You
Yeah.
tell us as a crew.
I'm very disappointed because now, if Suresh was accusing, Soham was accusing Suresh of blah blah blue, the point of the matter is, if you do a second take, he now has time to think about his defense. So the whole thing goes out of control.
yeah,
So he was caught
yeah.
off guard, perhaps, like,
Yeah,
with the the veracity, etc.
yeah.
So
and,
you have caused a lot of pain here.
yeah, and that was not the end of it. Our hotel was an hour away from there.
2
From
hours. 2 hours.
almost 2 hours. Yeah, it was in the
Yeah.
Hampi industrial area somewhere
Yeah.
where you can just see like magnesium in the air. It was such a vibe.
Love the name
Uh,
though.
And they were kids, okay.
Hampi.
And one last story to part this.
Don't worry, we'll go into break while you're talking.
No, so we were shooting in Imphal, and we had these footballer kids who had gotten on the same flight as us. Okay, we were making note of them
Okay.
that they were just like going, like just jersey wearing kids in a group going into a flight. And then 1 month later in Hampi, the same kids were in our hotel.
Oh my
What?
god, yeah, bizarre.
That's a coincidence.
There was an
Bizarre.
all India football tournament, and
Wow.
the same kids were in Karnataka
It's
playing
beautiful.
football, and they just went into
Which
Jaydeep's
state were they
room.
from?
They
From
from Manipur,
Imphal.
from Imphal,
Oh,
Yeah.
and
And
they
they're very strong football culture.
so they a very strong football
Yeah.
culture, and then they came to Hampi of all places, and then I'm on a
Because
con
there was a
call.
tournament.
Yeah, there was a tournament, and
Yeah.
I'm on a con call, and suddenly they ring the bell, and they just barge into my room. It
Yeah,
was- yeah, it
they
was-
take his chocolates and everything
yeah,
from the room. It
yeah,
was so funny.
Yeah, it was.
Kids,
Wow.
because there were like some 50 kids living in the hotel at the same time.
So let's ask you then, Jaydeep, since you have Bengali antecedents, do you like football?
Not at all. I'm gay.
So what? What's that good?
No, I never
You
did.
don't like
once
sport-
I said I'm a goalkeeper banunga, then I
Uh.
got hit in the crotch, and
Uh.
then I was like, this is too painful. I mean, मेरे को मजा ही
Mohan
नहीं आ
Bagan or
रहा.
East Bengal?
Come, let's.
Family.
I just don't even know the difference.
EPL
Family, no, my
EPL
family.
which
We were
team?
cricket family.
Oh,
like
cricket
that.
family?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mohan Bagan gets more support overall usually.
Yeah?
I've noticed.
Why is he answering?
Well, if he knows more than
I've strict
I'm scared of
Bengali
Naveen.
friends,
huh?
I just-
I find Naveen goes switch. There's a button. You press the button, and Naveen starts getting angry. And then I get worried. He's like an avatar of my
Yeah,
wife
yeah.
Aisha, and like I can't leave home, come and get fired again.
Even my partner knows there's a line where
Yeah.
because like if I fumble in real life,
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
whatever, but I have that rant mode where I don't
Yeah.
miss a
So
single
there's funny
word.
rant and there's angry rant. So when you're funny
Yeah.
rant, we're still okay, but it goes into
Yeah.
angry rant, so we have to
Then
stop.
I'm
I mean,
very-
you're really scared. Things have happened. Like you have.
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you seeking therapy? Or?
I'm looking at someone to hold my hand.
Yeah.
The therapy is too expensive.
But he's,
Then I'll need
I
therapy
mean,
for
I
that.
don't know. Like I've seen through this guy now.
Yeah.
He's just too cute, and he's like this.
No, he's a very sensitive man. Hence the anger.
I don't feel like taking him seriously. I don't know what to do.
No, he's scared of you because you're the employer.
We'll take a
Not at
break
all.
as we
Not at
speak
all.
about my
We're taking a break. Yeah, we're talking like he's not even here. We just keep, Naveen, that little child. Yeah, football loving. Yeah, I know that. We take a
Hey,
break.
it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On all things policy, Manoj Keval Ramani speaks to Philip Green, the new Australian High Commissioner to India. They talk about the rapid growth of the India-Australia relationship and also the agenda for bilateral partnership. On Just a Filmy Game Show, Antariksh is joined by our resident Bollywood fanatics Snehil Aneja and myself, Abbas Momin. Listen to us getting quizzed about Deepika Padukone's movies and trying to guess songs purely from their lyrics. Tune in to find out who won the title of the biggest Bollywood Divana. Folks, if you like our shows, spread the word. Tell your friends and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. Follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. You'll also find all our shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week. Omidyar Network India, Abbott, IDFC First Bank and Save Life Foundation. Thank you for making this possible.
Okay, just a quick reminder that on Saturday, for those who watch the show this week, of course, if you watch it in 2024, it's pointless point. Saturday, the 16th
Yeah,
at 11 o'clock.
11:30 onwards.
11:30 onwards, we're at
Car Social.
Car Social.
At
Jaydeep, please
Ghare.
join us. It's
I
a group of people who apparently watch and follow the show.
all the people you're seeing on the comments right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
they're
Yeah, the
amazing
regulars.
fans of the
Yeah.
show. And
Oh,
Well,
this is happening like
I
it's
would
the
use
first,
it's a loose word, fans, but they're there. They're there.
It's the first annual meet and greet for Cyrus says
Yeah.
fan club,
Oh,
and it's
fantastic.
happening. And
We're giving them
yeah.
tomatoes and eggs. They've asked for it. And let's see where it goes.
Rishi's saying the last ever, and
Yeah.
very Spanish energy.
It's a very
right now.
cynical group that runs the show, you know.
Yeah.
Because when you don't have any success after many years, that's all you have is nasty feeling and cynicism. And then we use that.
It's family. It's family.
It's
I think
petrol.
that's
Yeah,
what
so
it is.
so quick announcement. Today is the last day to register. Please send in your
Aadhaar card.
registrations.
Yeah.
Aadhaar card, nobody cares.
And your political preference.
Yeah, that for sure. Because then we want a bar fight.
Yeah.
But
Oh, by the way, now that let's segue quickly into that. I think Mr. Pushpak Podar had asked a question, which I found very strange. No, about do gay men also fight? Like, it's a sort of naive question, but do they also have fights like regular? Not regular is the wrong word. Conventional sexual
of
couples
course,
or whatever.
of course, everything
I
that
don't know. I don't even know how to answer
Yeah, but
that.
with a little more sass.
yeah.
Do you think?
No, it's the same. It's the
It's the same.
same. Yeah, like I mean, agar gila towel.
So familiarity breeds contempt, right? It doesn't matter what the
Yeah,
sexuality
yeah,
is. You just,
yeah.
after some time, it's
And
just
yeah, and the show kind of says the same thing. Like I've had so many people seeing the show and tell me, I finally realized that they are also human. I'm like, one second, you needed the show to tell you that we are human. What did you
Yeah.
think I was? I was a plant before
no. I
this.
tell you why, because there's queer issues, which is queer issues,
Yeah.
and then you after some time that's like the surface, and then you have the issues which are the real issues, which are everybody's issues.
Yeah, exactly.
which is-
exactly.
That's what we
Anybody
tapped
can
into
read.
और भी गम है
essentially.
जमाने में मोहब्बत के सिवा ना
Yeah.
मतलब
But also, you all have another problem. You all can share clothes. Now we only
It's
share clothes
lovely.
when the wife gets really fat, which is much later. Much
Mm.
later. Yeah.
No, but
Is that a problem with gay couples?
What is that?
I mean, it's a lot of the time it's a problem
Because
for Rajat
you
because I
sh-
keep stealing his clothes.
There you
Same,
go.
same, same.
I do,
Exactly.
I do.
my partner buys all the fancy clothes and he'll outgrow them and I won't. So I'll immediately take over.
Or more
and-
importantly, you both like the same shirt and whatever. and-
yeah. So
which
Yeah.
is-
this one when I got it from a flea market,
Huh.
I got it thinking, okay, it's a 2 size bigger. He can also fit into this. So
Yeah.
now we both can wear it.
Yeah.
So for me, it looks a
Together.
little baggy.
Funny man, join. What do we do? I can't make documentaries. I need to pee all the time. Oh.
Yeah, so, but we've done cute things like that as well. Like
Yeah.
shove into same T-shirt and then tear it or whatever.
Why?
Aw.
That's beyond queer.
The
That's just
lockdown has
stupid.
made us do very strange things.
Because at the verge of tearing, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we have this cute poncho which we can both fit into. Or
But the
whatever.
funny thing is, Rajat and I have now started dressing up like each other, exactly the same. So I don't know. That's also like slowly, I think we're becoming twins.
One person.
Yeah.
The dominant partner
Which you can
perhaps
even- yeah.
becomes the less dominant partner becomes like the dominant partner.
Which even a lot of
Yeah.
people who saw the show pointed out with Suresh and Soham also. They're like they're always color coordinated.
Yeah.
They are
Why does
thematically
it happen
matched.
to the gays? Like why?
I have no
why?
idea.
I don't think that's a gay thing.
You,
I don't
you
think
dress
it's
up
a
like
gay
your
thing.
wife.
No, I'm saying couples, people get
Yeah.
influenced by each other. I don't think it's about the gay thing.
Yeah, and dogs
because
start
y'all are
looking
both-
like they're humans.
Yeah.
That's for
Have
sure.
you noticed this?
Sometimes it's too much. I
It's
saw
too
a pug and
much.
this fat lady, short
Yeah.
fat lady.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Cats inherit their owners' anxieties. They have
Right.
like
so
a
do
mental-
dogs.
Yeah.
All the
dogs
fights,
also.
all
do,
the
yeah.
fights I have with dog people on the road is because
Yeah.
they react so badly. They pull their dog and cause that anxiety or
Yeah,
There's
stress.
a very
yeah.
funny
It's
video
just
of
if you're
this-
calm, there's no fight
There's
9 times
no-
out of 10. You
yeah.
know, there's
There's
no
a video of
problem.
this woman breaking down. Okay, she breaking down and talking to her dog.
I love watching women break down.
and she
Just
and
kidding.
she's like, I got you as a service dog, and you make me want to kill myself.
Yeah.
And the dog has no idea what she's saying. It's so funny.
So you have these GSDs and all that are not very interested in doing,
Yeah.
the normal conventional orders and all that. That's
Yeah.
great fun. A blind
Yeah.
person with a dog who doesn't really want to walk.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, it's
There's a
mean,
story
but
there. There's a story
It's
there.
a story
It's
there.
cute. It's
The
cute.
dog's an individual. He's like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want this job.
Yeah.
It's good.
Now, when you go to America on a flight, you suddenly see someone with a parakeet.
So they
and that's my
allowed, right?
emotional support parrot. I
Yeah.
mean,
So if the PTSD gets away with a lot. I don't know. I don't want to be
Yeah.
against PTSD because
No,
we
no,
have no
no,
idea. But
no,
you know,
of course.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm all for
wherever
animals
wherever
everywhere.
people are finding comfort. If it's a parrot, it's
Yeah.
a parrot.
See, the whole thing is it a nuisance to you? If it's not a nuisance to you, I don't see why it's a bother.
Or others.
Oh,
it
others,
can't be a
others, I
nuisance.
mean
Like,
others.
imagine
I
a
mean,
parrot
you're with
flying
your
around the
parrot.
plane. Yeah.
Yeah, but as we say in Marathi, popat. Rishi is very interested in vernacular slang. He just gets excited.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
see Rishi in the background. He's our parrot.
is that where we started with Kuduba? What was
No, that's
Kuduba,
Kannada.
Kuduba.
That's not
That's
slang.
Kannada.
That's not
It's
slang.
not- I don't know. We don't know Kannada well enough to
Yeah.
answer that question.
We've just believed it.
He
just
could
believed it.
he could be Chinese making fun
Yeah,
of
yeah,
us.
yeah,
because
yeah,
in
yeah.
Mandarin, it might mean
Yeah.
motherfucker or
We have to
something. We're just
confidently
saying
go
what we
around and
want.
say like, yeah, Kuruba.
But there was an interesting question: do fights get physical? And I think think, yeah, of course, like every fight sometimes when you're like, angry or whatever. But what I
Yeah,
have
but
to,
What?
point
No,
being,
no, 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 no,
same
no.
gender fights getting physical is a little different from
No,
male female
no,
fights.
Okay, I haven't ever.
okay, because they're very
Just
cutesy.
say.
Ever with any partner?
Never. Yeah.
There's been no violent guy.
I mean, it
I
would have
can't
been
believe
the
that.
no,
Because
there
men
has-
generally
thank
one
God.
or two will be a little violent.
No, so I have an interesting observation about that, which I do in stand up as well, is that there's never domestic violence because both of you all are equally endowed physically. So you're not beating
Not
down on
necessarily. There'll be a stronger guy.
but it never becomes like it's always like playful hitting and all of that, like two for flinching, one of those kind of things. Like my partner and I, at least we have like a very
No, but is it foreplay? That's different.
Of course
Like,
it is,
If
of
it's,
course
if
it
it's
is.
S&M, and that's
yeah,
different.
in terms of
guy,
like
hello.
like if you're subduing that person, you're on top of them.
We're
and
talking
then
about
it becomes
fighting.
into
So
like
there's
a-
no sexual fighting here. This is fighting.
fighting that
Ha,
turns
when you-
sexual is also possible.
No, this is purely fighting. Where a guy is violent because you took his shirt. From small things, or you looked at somebody else and he's jealous or angry.
No,
or whatever.
that fighting never happens. It's not like a boxing match.
Oh, then what? I want to
But-
watch that
But
documentary.
if it could
Can you make
turn
that?
into one, yeah.
Please, Rainbow Rishta with WW2 inputs.
But yeah, I think any of you all have questions, you've seen the show, please leave those in the comments for the AMA.
Well, we have Joy only here for the next 20 odd minutes, so
Yeah.
ask anything you want of him because I think Naveen is there. Every
Oh, you're
week,
here for the
hopefully.
whole day. This is a
Yeah, he has nothing to do.
I mean, I keep
And
coming
we have
back
two-
on the show.
Joy, we have 2 toilets, so he loves this.
Yeah, anything you want to know about how to run a show in this country? First of all, like
uh.
how many little like eggshells we had to walk around basically to be very cautious to tell a story that was not hurting any sentiments. That's
yeah.
and knowing me, you all know how much I'm
Also,
love hurting
getting crazy.
sentiments.
Also, want to ask this question. People, because it's organic in a sense, you can't really script it to be on a point.
Yeah.
So they're talking. Then do they want to like not say what they've said? Take it back
Yeah.
because you in the
Yeah.
moment you do open
Yeah,
up. It's
yeah,
therapeutic,
and you
in
have
that
to
way.
respect that. You have
And
to
then they'll
respect
tell you,
that.
boss, I'm not comfortable. Now what do you do?
No, you just move. You just.
So have
leave
you
it
lost
out.
a little like that?
Little bit in some stories.
Yeah.
Some stories we have.
But you
and
didn't try to talk them out of it because obviously that would be the
but
meat
the
of the
thing is, they opened up. All the characters opened up and put their trust and faith in us,
Yeah.
and we didn't want to exploit it. And I don't like that whole reality TV roadies kind of.
damn you,
vibe,
Joy, for
you
being the
know.
good guy.
Yeah, I am, and it's great fun being the good guy. We had
Yeah.
so much fun actually collaborating and making this together.
True,
So
true.
if they said no, then no. मेरे को मजा नहीं आता
Yeah.
इसमें. Laughing at people na is the cheapest.
That's what one of the
Because
points.
We've
when-
done so many
yeah.
bakras in the past when we used to do this show on
No,
NTV.
that is
No,
amazing.
where they're okay with it till later.
Yeah.
Then they tell us later, can you not air it because my mom will watch it? Especially things where guys try to pick up
So
a
then
girl
you'd
and all
have
that.
to.
What can we do?
Yeah. See.
I
Exactly.
mean, we don't. In which
Yeah.
case, then people get into a panga for
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
not worth the
yeah.
panga.
It's
For
not
us,
worth the
It
panga.
wasn't
Yeah,
worth it.
yeah,
For you guys, even more so because you're exploiting them, not exploiting them, but emotionally they've been open.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
then
exactly.
that's the lowest of the low blows. You don't say,
Exactly.
okay, hey bro, it's good TV, fuck off.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like one of the stories with Daniela, who's come out as like the unanimous hero of the show because she gets married on the show.
Which was scripted.
No, it was not scripted. Like it's an entirely unscripted show.
You
but
can't script Daniela. Like in the interview, she said, "आज तक तुम्हारी शादियों में हिजड़े आए हैं ताली बजाने. आज एक हिजड़े की शादी होगी और तुम आओगे ताली बजाने." There's Salim Javed sitting in her head.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
like she's like
Yeah.
I almost heard Amitabh's voice for a second.
Yeah,
yeah,
From
she's like-
Lavaris.
Yeah. I said it also like that. I think.
the funniest line where she like कि मैं बाइंदर से हूँ, बाइंदर थाने में पड़ता है लेकिन टेक्निकली मुंबई में पड़ता है, मेरी जेंडर की तरह मेरा गांव भी बीच में पड़ता है, and then everybody just in the theater lost it because they were like
Yeah.
she's so like herself.
Yeah.
But then there was a point because her backstory is very tragic. She's gone through a lot to become this fierce woman that we know, and I've known her for like almost 14 years now. So I've known her very intimately as a boy first, and then as her transition version of herself, right? And I'm like, the world needs to know the story, but without giving all of it out at once, right? So while we were in the process of shooting, I think 2 months down, when we met her, spoke to her, ate with the family, spent so much time with them, and at that point we were like, okay, would you be okay talking about this? And that's when she saw something. She said, okay, let's do it here. She chose the spot. She was like, this is where I'm comfortable.
I mean, geographically, I want this location.
Yeah, in under the building, like right where the house is, so that
Wow.
she's not shy about it.
Making a stand.
Yeah, she's like, this would happen to me. But and then at the end of the thing, she also says that my entire life I've always gotten hate, I've always gotten pain and suffering. But what I always want to give to the world is love. My only thing to give to the world is love. And the way she says it, everybody just broke down, right? Behind the scenes. There were so many times where like, even my cynical asshole heart was just like crying at so many
You
points.
cried at
poetic.
many points.
At
In
many
Ranchi
points.
also you were howling.
Ranchi
My
was
cynical
like-
asshole heart. This is modern poetry.
It's true. It's
I
true.
know this shirt is from the shop. It's there in. I've got a compliment, guys. Can I just
Yeah.
take this moment?
Yeah.
The shop. It's called the shop. It's on Pali Hill. And
But
it's
with
in
an E,
Connaught
right?
Place. No,
S H O
it's
P P
just
E.
the
The shop.
Oh, just shop.
I also want to
Yeah.
Just a
yeah.
shop.
Damn it,
It's
yeah.
not a
Why
shopping.
you saying Gujarati soap?
So it's just a soap.
Just the soap.
Yeah. And first spot also want to shout out in Khar near my house.
How we segue from this emotional baggage that you're, opening up to, and then
We're gay, man. We got a fashion
Yeah,
compliment. we
somebody
just
has to-
I know. In
Yeah.
the middle of the assassination attempt, is like, yeah, well, shirt is from the
Yeah.
shop.
No, so there was a point in Ranchi, as Jaydeep said, like we were in a mela. Okay, first of all, it's a whole fair that somehow we've shut down for half an hour for us. Okay, the privileges that you get sometimes.
They shut it down for you guys to shoot.
Yes, we were like because they were like the noise was the music was on, the speakers was on, and we're like we're doing an interview, so half an hour ke liye, and they were like okay, not more than half an hour. So people are also like very
Oh, is this
adjusting.
because in Ranchi after Dhoni struggling to get on the board? Yeah.
But Ranchi is such a lovely place, such
I'm dying
beautiful
to go.
people, the
Yeah.
food, the culture.
I think the biggest discovery has been that small town India
It's
is
great.
actually a lot more fun and
Yeah.
much better people
Very
than this
accepting. Yeah.
basard that we are living in.
Yeah. So I'll give Valkeshwar away. Can I get Ranchi here?
Please.
You want to trade Valkeshwar for Ranchi? I
Done.
think
On
you're
the-
the only
I'm-
one. You're the only
right
one
now.
making this deal. Quickly do it.
I'm doing the deal on the spot.
Yeah.
But first, go to Ranchi once and just see.
Theek hai.
And we were there during the pujo, so right, like the food is amazing.
Oh, I
the-
love
the-
that you said
yeah.
pujo.
Yeah.
Your
But-
qualification is
But
underway.
Pujo in the east is non-veg food as well, right?
Full on.
Oh,
Everything.
good. Hey, I'm in.
On.
We-
Count me in. I'm Hindu from today.
Yeah.
What did we eat in Ranchi?
That mutton, that
The
handi
mutton.
Don't
mutton.
name the burger.
Oh,
Just move
the
on.
Avdi mutton.
Oh,
But-
Audi mutton. Yeah,
yeah,
but
it was-
that's from UP.
But it traveled.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, aren't you having KFC?
No,
in
fair
Bombay?
enough. Here, this town, what's left now?
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
what
but
is-
but no Ranchi, and all of this has happened, and then our character was supposed to basically meet their family, and they're 30
come
years
out to
old.
them
Come out to them.
Oh,
Yeah, they have
On
done
the
oh,
so-
I got to
show.
watch this.
on the show, yeah.
So this is like,
But then don't give away the end.
No, don't
Now
give away
you're
the end,
giving
don't give away the end.
I'm not
spoiler
revealing anything. I'm not revealing anything.
but this is authentic, right?
Yeah,
This is not a setup.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No,
Not
so-
at all.
That's
So-
a risky thing to shoot,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I mean, it
so-
can go both ways. It could be the
Yeah, yeah,
greatest
yeah.
moment and
Yeah.
beautiful moment,
And they
or-
wanted to do it. It is not something we told them to do.
but without a guarantee that the reaction is positive.
yeah.
we don't
Right.
know what we're
Obviously,
going
You
to
gotta watch the show just to find out what's the character's name.
Lush
Aishwarya Ayushman. Lush Monsoon is a drag version.
Okay.
Their real name is Aishwarya.
They're a
Ayushmann.
lawyer by day, and they
Yeah.
Wow.
live in Lajpat Nagar in Delhi.
Oh my
and, you know,
God.
they just and then
In
at
the day they wear
night-
the normal brief weave
No,
and
yeah,
all
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And at night they transform into this goddess
Yeah.
called Lush Monsoon. It is incredible.
Lush monsoon.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So it was like.
What do I
and-
do with my life? I'm struggling to do one thing.
Drag. Lush is coming to Bombay soon. Do you want to explore drag? We can.
You should do a
I've done all
collaborative
that
video.
for money,
You
bro.
have
Yeah,
actually,
oh,
yeah.
what have you not
I
done?
remember
They
you in a
shaved my
little
legs
Bo
and all. Yeah.
Peep kind
I've
of
done.
thing,
I've
yeah,
dressed up as
yeah.
Cupid on MTV. They
Nurses,
put
I said
me and the
nurse,
other
yeah.
Cyrus to Bangalore, and they shaved us at 5 in the morning
Oh,
and French
no.
things.
But
all
no,
over.
Sahukar enjoyed being women more than you do, I think. He
No,
was very
I
good at
enjoyed
it.
being a woman, but I just look more like a wrestler. So I'm just getting all the bad comments. He was getting a little bit more, although I have long eyelashes. So I know all the
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
points. Yeah.
Also, I think small towns.
So how was it
yeah.
for you doing like sort of
People just laughing and having a good time, but the shaving of the legs and the hands
that,
and all,
yeah.
that was really painful. I mean, what woman would want to go through
Like
that?
I don't know, I've started wearing nail polish of late,
Yeah.
and it just gives me so much power.
You
Like
think?
earlier, yeah, I'll tell you what. Earlier, I'd go into a room,
Huh.
and if I felt some kind of queer phobia, I would immediately go back into a
Yeah.
shell. Right
Huh.
now, when people see my
You
nail
clear-
polish,
this is
and they're
my-
like,
my
"Oh, ye
identity."
kya ho raha hai? Ye nail polish, ladka nail polish." I love it. I love that there's a glitch in the matrix, and then I'll sit like
But
this.
may I say you're very masculinely dressed today? So it's a bit of a
I'm sorry to
paradox.
disappoint you.
Don't you think? I mean, one wouldn't. I didn't even notice. Is it me?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. He's been putting his fingers
Yeah.
into the frame for the last half an hour.
See again, yeah, even I have nail polish right now, and in my
Yeah.
lift in my building, they all stare.
Show your nail
across.
polish.
Yeah, look at this.
And it's
Oh,
so
you
nice.
guys work really
to-
hard and wasted on Philistines like me, huh? You don't understand what's going on.
It's
Oh.
for
I
us.
even like
it's
on
for,
my-
it's
on
for
my-
ourselves.
Yeah.
I
On my
guess.
bag, I've pinned like a fat naked man. I don't know if you.
Oh, you know what they say? Now the latent,
It's
the
a pin.
the
Is that the
heterosexual.
Michelin Man?
No, it's like it's a. My friend is an artist in America, and he sent like
That is so lovely.
a chubby bear on my bag.
Oh, that's so
So I just wear
cute.
my thing on my. I don't give a shit.
Oh.
No time for like all these.
That's
Instagram
really
handle chahiye mujhe iske baad.
But
Instagram
I'll
handle.
send
I mean,
it.
that's really small. I can hardly notice it.
Why don't you just say the Instagram handle?
No
is small?
euphemism.
Chubby
No
Tanuki.
euphemism.
Yeah,
Just-
Jason
oh.
Villiers. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we've got about 10-15 minutes left for AMAs, but do we have any story? Should have done one.
We should have done one. Yeah.
Let's
this
do
is
one.
Actually,
Let him get a taste of our normal show, no?
Yeah, talking about weird queer equations sometimes.
Yeah.
Hermes, the bag company. I hope I'm saying it right. I can never.
Yeah, I
afford
think that's the pronunciation.
it.
Check with the guys in
yeah,
charge.
The heir of Hermes is a 51-year-old Nicolas Puig, and
Okay.
he's got no official child. So his
Official child.
Yeah.
What's an official?
Oh, as in he may have fathered a child, but not
It's
single.
not
official
nahi hai.
yet.
Yeah.
But he's giving all his wealth, which is estimated to be 11 billion, to his gardener.
Yeah.
Because he's just like he
No,
likes
but
him.
that's the closest connection
He
he
has
has.
only 11 billion.
Yeah. No, the gardener's 51-year-old. So this
I thought
guy is
that's
very
how
rich.
much
But
a
what's the
Hermes
research?
bag costs.
What's the research fall apart? Now the gardener's 51, the millionaire is something else.
Does the gardener need a gardener?
You never know.
We don't know what the
Yeah, he
relation
was
is.
harvesting something. We don't know.
You start as being a
Fool
gardener.
khil rahe the kahin pe.
Gardener.
Yeah.
Gardener.
Then you know, I mean, this is fair. The harvest came finally, as far as we're concerned.
Yeah. So this is like the 5th generation.
Can I
of-
say something? This also be a
Yeah.
lot of Parsi relatives who die single and all that.
Yeah.
You tend to, who looks after you in the end? Who's there with you in the end? Sometimes you're a lonely old person. There's no flesh and blood relative.
Yeah.
There's no friend left. You may have outlived them. And then there is a caretaker of sorts who may turn out to be someone providing service.
Yeah.
But turns out to be the only human touch you have.
Yeah.
So what the
Yeah.
hell not? What are you going to
Yeah,
do?
no, fair. No, I totally. I think it's amazing. Instead
I mean,
of giving
I
it to
could
some
give it to IVM.
undeserved-
That's a concern.
We
Even
would take 11
yeah,
billion.
even my mom and I spoke about recently. Like my mom, like she's now late 60s.
She's alone?
No, my father's still there. But
Oh.
like now they're like, okay, now the will happen, and then all the kids will get so and so and so.
Right.
And my sisters have 2 kids each, and I have nothing. So they're
But
like,
that does make a difference. If there are
Yeah.
3 heirs, then they one third, right?
I get more because I'm the boy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Now you're the boy. When you want to, you're the girl. What the
Yeah.
hell? You guys,
Convenient,
whole sex thing,
convenient.
it's just to
Exactly.
screw everybody in
I'm telling
society out of their
you.
money.
No,
It's a
that was
scam.
not the question. My mom's question was like, what happens to you? I'm concerned if I go and then tomorrow when you're getting older, what happens to you and Abhi? Like we all don't get to adopt kids, and what's your future like? Who's your nominee and all of that. So I'm like still wondering what the hell.
But
I'm-
this extra emphasis on kids is just like too much. I mean, I'm sorry, but a lot of my parents' generation who have kids, the kids are not living with them, and kids are not investment.
Kids are horrible. I like dogs.
I don't know. No,
My
Yeah,
wife's
agree.
kids are
idea.
lovely.
Pets are amazing. Like
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury left a sizable portion of his fortune to his cats,
Yeah.
and then he was and then like
This is a man who didn't like pussy. Sorry, couldn't resist.
exactly
No way.
exactly the only pussy game and want is the
Yeah,
cats. And that's what like even
One
Taylor
second,
Swift
she's
talks about
laughing.
the
Huh? Look at
cats.
this. Oh, you heterosexual fuckhead.
Because
That was a
Taylor-
very sexist laugh. Look at him. Look at him.
he's
Yeah.
like he's laughing at you.
Yeah. No, I shouldn't blame me. But you can see deep down the fascism of his thought. Yeah.
क्या ही होगा इनका
No,
बच्चा?
but
कुछ नहीं है।
I've seen so much of this happen recently where people are disappointed by their own kids. They're like, we just wanted versions of ourselves who look like us and talk like us, but they're assholes. I would rather give this money to a charity or to a good cause, essentially, right? Like none of it should be given to you on a
I
silver
don't know. I've
platter.
just become so cynical about human beings. I can't tell you. Beyond
I
the
agree.
point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
humans
I
are
just feel
worse.
once you spend
I
more
agree.
time with animals, you just feel that what you see is what you get relationship, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
ever change.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same
yeah.
from morning to night,
Yeah,
same,
my
same.
cat got lost last week. My entire life was just
There you
flashing in
go.
front of my eyes.
You have no
Oh,
idea how.
that day I was following the story
Yeah, yeah.
throughout. My
I was on a
God.
grill
Oh
on-
yeah,
you
I
at the
saw that. I
beaches.
saw that video, but I saw once the thing was
The real,
happy
yeah,
ending happened and
yeah.
all that. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
It was like the fire
is
brigade
so
came and
scary.
everything. It was
Yeah.
like, and then she had a oral cancer situation 2 years ago, which we have gotten removed and everything. So every time she eats something, she has tendency of gagging. Okay, where she like immediately goes to her backwards, flinches and everything, and then she like, okay, this is food. She eats. It's a conditioning that she has. Now we were trying to get her down by giving her food. Okay, and she's tasted the food now, but starts gagging on the ledge. You know how like Abhi stopped looking altogether, and I'm yelling her name out, ki don't go back because there's a 12.
Normally they have that survival instinct,
She has-
especially cats.
Just
Yeah.
like
They're just really clear that this is a
Yeah,
dangerous place to
yeah,
be, and they sort of
yeah.
it kicks in.
But they're
innate.
also adventurous and disruptive and
Yeah,
like
they
to
are.
do.
But
like
yeah,
to shock
but
you
she's
and-
not in that mood, no? Because look at the way she's
so many
behaving.
building cats, like my friends who don't net proof their house or cat proof their
Hey
house.
bro, I'm a building cat.
Yeah, and you're chasing birds all the time, right?
I used to. Now I can hardly get up. Come on.
So many tragic stories of 15th floor, 17th floor. They jump behind
Okay.
a pigeon and then they
Happy
land.
stories, please. Thank you.
Okay, but
But next show will be on
Yeah.
gay cats. Am I right? In Ranchi.
Gay cats in Ranchi.
Get the
It could
geography.
be a novel.
yeah, if I can recommend a documentary, it's called Katie on YouTube.
Hmm?
It's a documentary about the 9 cats of Insta.
Don't recommend other documentaries.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't.
What kind of you burn the hole in the
no,
project?
that's the idea that more people should be watching documentaries. as a
No,
genre
Rainbow
or-
Rishta, Rainbow Rishta, same
Rainbow
for Rishta,
Rishta,
sell the
yes,
product.
yes, yes.
Rainbow Rishta, Rainbow Rishta.
Rainbow Rishta.
मार्केटिंग नहीं आता
Amazon.
बैंगलोर से आ गया ना
हाँ ये cats सुन के ना इसका दिमाग हिल जाता है
Yeah.
cats हो जाते cats
Yeah,
cats
cats. So actually he's not into this whole save the gay world.
Yeah,
and all.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
save the cat.
Save the cats.
Yeah. You
I just
lied to your own people, bro.
There's actually a book on screenwriting called Save the Cat.
Is it?
Yeah, there
Which is
actually a
obviously
very
it's
famous
a sort
book.
of metaphor of something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. Because it'd be really stupid if the guy page 22, there's no freaking cat.
Okay, let's go to the
AMAs,
AMAs. Yeah,
AMAs.
let's go to the
So we do this thing, you know,
Right,
you're
of
one.
course.
So you've been smart Alex on the chat. Some are sweet, some are less sweet, but they're all nice. in their
Yeah,
own
the
way.
first one is already out of the question because somebody's asking JD's opinions on Mohan Bagan's slide in the season of the Indian Super League.
Oh my god,
They
I
just
have
hear a Bengali
no
name and
clue.
yeah.
I have no
Yeah.
clue.
He's
Karan's-
the exception to the rule.
Karan has all the questions.
We'll get another Bengali tomorrow and we'll balance it out.
Yeah,
Just anyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send my cousin. He's very
Okay,
good.
how about
I heard
addressing
Miss Moitra is free. No.
free is the wrong word right now. How about addressing an elephant in the room and discussing the Supreme Court upholding repeal of Article 370? Yeah, one of the topics we're supposed to discuss.
Also,
today.
very quickly, because we will run out of time and we'll take more questions, hopefully, the marriage thing. Because everybody's misunderstood, but they've not allowed people. We've discussed this at length,
Yeah.
where people misunderstand that while it's not a crime, which is what the repealing is,
Yeah.
they've not allowed you to get married
Yeah.
by law,
Yeah.
at least in India,
Yeah.
right?
So it's
let's be
basically
clear.
like you're gay, you just stand in the corner, don't ask for too much.
yeah, we're allowing you to live.
Yeah, we'll
That's
allow
all
it.
they're saying.
Yeah, we'll tolerate.
So this is the second battle now. that
yeah.
to
yeah,
get the
yeah, totally.
legal.
I mean, 377 going was just very basic.
Yeah.
It's like you can exist.
Well, let's not be negative. At least that's gone. But I'm
But
saying
yeah,
on
it
the
took
next.
a while.
Yeah, but
to-
I am very negative
No, but-
because see, Cyrus, I'm paying full tax now.
Also, people
Why
don't-
am I not getting full benefits?
Exactly, but Joy, people don't understand. See, everybody thinks that once 377 went, you are just like a regular Joe after that. As
Yeah.
in, everything is the same. It's not.
No, not
All
at
you're doing is I can't put you in jail.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
That's
that is
all.
done. Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
we'd
what
like to. Though.
377 was.
God knows what happened to the jail, man. Warden running out. Oh, I can't take him anymore. There are 20 cats in the cell.
Yeah, I had a famous joke about this as well. Ki people
ahead.
confuse 377 with 370 all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wo Kashmir wala, ye gay
Wow.
wala.
Samir has sweetly explained.
It
Yeah.
also
Very
came
sweet.
out at the same time.
Yeah.
370, 377.
Yeah, almost have a month apart both of
No,
them.
we know the difference. Someone saying, Samir, I choked on my child listening to them. We know the difference. We just segued into
374.
Yeah.
We go in the middle. Compromise.
So the abrogation.
373.5 is
Yeah.
LGBTQs in Kashmir.
Fair enough. Right in the middle.
Yeah,
Got it, Samir.
Samir and his hilarious one-liners will be at the meet and greet this Saturday. So general elections will happen in Kashmir next year because they feel that there's no unifying body in Kashmir making decisions and hence all the chaos. So what do you all feel about it?
Okay, Joy,
What do I
your
feel
political
about it?
views? Well, not really
I don't know. It's a
political.
very complex situation. I've been to Kashmir many times. I really have. I've not felt that kind of hospitality anywhere else in the country that I have felt
Mhm.
there.
Food
But I
also,
don't know
yeah.
if the Kashmiri point of view is being taken into account in all of this, and it's just a bunch of people from the mainland deciding. So, I'm not an expert on this. So I really
Yeah.
feel that and you know, I
Kashmiri
really
point of
love
view, meaning are we communalizing it into this, that, and the other, or just general
no, the
Kashmiri?
local people, right?
Which
Like
is-
for example, I'll just give you an example. They have to take that boat to go to Mud Island every time from
Hmm.
Warsaw, right?
Hmm.
Now everyone's like, road kyun nahi banate, road kyun? But the Kolis have been living there for a really long time. They don't want a road.
Right.
I think we have to listen to the indigenous people always.
Or you
So
also
I'm
find a
just-
solution which is fair to everyone.
Yeah.
I always like compromise.
Yeah.
Just 373.5. That's me. Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know.
See, the
I
big
mean,
argument you always have, because I know you're clearly left leaning, is that greater good,
Yeah.
progress, vikas. You hear that word, the gentleman says vikas all the time. So you got to find a compromise because
Yeah.
you want progress,
Yeah.
but you want to destroy the habitat, destroy the flora, fauna.
Exactly,
So that's the thing. That's why I have to become prime minister, and that is why I need your vote.
Come on, yeah.
Yeah.
I've started my
absolutely.
party. It's called BJP, Brocha Janta Party. Please, guys, you'll see
Done.
my poster. It's not just Happy Birthday Cyrus, August 7th. Same
What's
thing.
your
Naveen
logo?
is going to
What's your
get all
logo?
the gays, 10% of India's population to vote. For
You think they'll vote? This has
Yeah.
been the biggest fallacy.
No,
all
no.
the blacks will vote together, all the Muslims will vote together,
We'll get you
all,
nail paint.
all the scheduled castes
We'll-
vote together, and all the gays vote.
Yeah.
Nothing like that ever happens.
I've already lost friends because of this podcast.
There you go.
Yeah.
And they're all gay friends.
And
The
some
straight
of them
friends
were
have
on the
stayed.
podcast.
Oh, you must tell me about this.
It's an inside story.
That's actually an inside
Yeah,
story.
it's an inside story.
It's very
It'll
poignant.
be funny
Sensitive, funny, the
for
best
years.
funny of all.
Next question.
Yeah.
Okay. Karan again asks, what actually convinced Cyrus Brocha to watch Netflix's Archies, seeing as he isn't into current day Bollywood and
No, I didn't see
scripts You didn't see it?
Maya saw it and showed
Oh,
me
yeah.
all about it. My daughter, 16-year-old,
Yeah.
and she actually liked it. So, yeah.
Because it's for her
Great.
generation, I feel.
Yeah, so what I'm getting out of what I read is that it's more like for 10 to 15 in that age group.
Right.
As you get a little older, it's probably not your cup of tea in any case.
But the nostalgia is for our generation, no?
It
Because we
could
grew
be,
up
but
reading-
apparently it's not that funny or anything, you know. So I don't
haven't
know.
So
seen it.
I
See, I
enjoy-
have a problem.
I
genuinely
Whatever I've grown
enjoyed
up
the-
with, now, if
yeah.
you're going to
Yeah.
reproduce
I
it,
know what you mean.
it'll be a high standard
But
in my
I
head.
enjoyed Barbie so much, yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
Barbie was
Did you see it?
No, I
Did you see
can't
it? She really subverted the whole thing and made it so fun.
I rewatched it again and I was really again moved by the entire experiment. It was amazing.
Brilliant film.
Yeah.
Brilliant film. So if you're taking something from the past and subverting it and making it like
Yeah.
really provocative, like what Barbie did, it's fun. It's
Yeah.
Which
fun.
also
Watch it,
again,
it's really nice.
which Mattel has taken the wrong notion from it, and they're like, we'll make an entire Barbie toy universe now.
Yeah.
And we were like, just stop it, like you.
I don't know.
got
It's the best marketing
I-
campaign, this film.
Yeah.
I see. I'm a little dyslexic, so when I went there, I thought it was the biopic of Parveen Babi. I felt cheated because I'm a huge fan.
So you left.
I left in 5 minutes. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, just didn't do it for me. I'm kidding.
All right, next question from
Oh.
Suyash Tirodkar, who's also given us $499
Yeah.
US, I hope. My DC friend here in San Francisco will enter the arranged marriage market. He's bi and plans to be honest about sexuality. Is he living in a bubble with respect to Daisy women?
Okay, so this question you must answer because a lot of this does happen. Actually, it used to happen. But again, I'd like to say, for my part, if two people have an arrangement between them as adults, consenting adults, who the fuck are we?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Badhai though, which was a brilliant film, was
Yeah.
about that life.
Yeah,
marriage
yeah.
thing, and I really liked it.
And
So what are your takes on it? Because then there's a whole thing about, you've destroyed
It's very
somebody's
hard.
life.
It's very hard. I'm like a
'Cause-
privileged guy from
No,
Bandra. For my reality is very different.
True,
For someone in Kanpur, I
True,
don't know. Like,
true.
if you're not out.
but
And
I've
nobody
met,
wants to be lonely, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about then we have to look at the other third party involved also, right? Because you're screwing up their life in a sense. their
Honesty
family
has
life
to be
is-
there. It's unfair on the partner. If it's a lie, then it's terrible and it's unfair. But he's saying that he plans to be honest about
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
sexuality.
but then
also-
so then it has to be like an
you know.
arrangement where you become really good
Yes.
friends who stay
Yes.
together but don't have sexual
Honesty is
relations.
important.
Obviously, don't
Honesty
have.
is
but if he's bi, he
romance.
can still have love relationship with his wife.
But let me tell you,
But also know
let
that-
me advise him 20 years into the marriage, there's no sex and there's no love anyway. Male, female, male, female, female. So just get a dog. Just do the right thing.
Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah,
advice.
man.
That's great advice.
Oh, love will last forever.
It is-
Nothing lasts forever.
Suyash,
Except
that
taxes.
That much is
Fucking
true.
taxes
That-
last forever, really.
And I think Cyrus, I'm turning into you slowly.
Good.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's not a bad thing. There are worse people than me in this country. I'll show you 5 as we exit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like 10 years down the line, I'll also be like, I'll be talking about Abhi the same way we talk about Aisha.
Yeah.
He hates me, he hates my guts and everything.
It's also very cute.
No, I don't hate
Yeah,
my
it's also
wife or
very
anything like that. I'm just saying.
She
that
hates you. Yeah.
No, the whole idea of putting people together, I'm not trying to pressure on you guys or you guys in relationships, is that it's very difficult because I don't think we are meant to be cohabiting
Mm.
by nature
Yeah.
and beyond just a sexual
Mm.
release, beyond that also
Mm.
with the same people forever.
Mm.
It's actually against the human sort of psyche.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
not a
Yeah.
natural.
I
It's,
know what you mean. I know
it's
what you
conditioned by society. You know that.
I know what you mean, but
So you-
I've seen my parents' marriage, which was absolutely beautiful, and it's.
Let's
I
hope
mean,
so.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, like.
I mean, how do we know how honest were they? I mean, did they open up and talk about these things?
you
And
know,
all?
my sister and I have often talked about this,
To
but there
them.
to them as well.
Have they
There
spoken
have
to you?
been
Not
no
you two.
signs. They were so in love till their
Okay.
70s.
Let-
Yeah,
let-
there's some people
Let
who are just
not
like
my
cohesive.
cynicism break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but what
Yeah,
you're saying is
yeah.
true. I to feel that couples after a point become like siblings.
Yeah.
Completely like siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like also like inside jokes we know.
So-
Like sitting against, like there's a couple in the front.
Hmm.
This is something weird. We start poking each other. We're like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to talk about this afterwards. All the little things.
So
that
what
we
is your
have,
take then on that whole thing where they say, you see an elderly couple
Mm.
and they say like they don't talk, but they're like together for hours, maybe at a breakfast time,
yeah,
sitting for an
it's
hour
just
and a half.
comfort. It's just comfort.
And people say they're so comfortable together in silence. But I'm saying
yeah.
sometimes, is that really it? Or do they have nothing to say?
I mean, it is because a lot of the times I just feel comfortable just being at home and Rajat is doing his own thing and I'm doing my own thing, or going to a restaurant. You don't have to have the pressure to, kitna bolu.
True.
Bolna bhi kitna.
Like I have this uncle in Mangalore, okay, my father's cousin brother, his name is Rocky, and his wife. They are like the pinnacle of love. They're so like they
Showy.
love, not showy also. It was like the actions are like the man will always like keep his hand on the head of the car when she's getting inside.
Oh.
One of those things like if he's going to the
He's
market,
old fashioned
It's like an
chivalrous.
ICICI
yeah,
insurance
he's going to the market, he's getting like
Well brought up like me.
a samosa or whatever. He'll get like a mogra for her to wear in the evening.
Yeah.
Like I just see them and I'm like, this is
I-
what
How
I
many
go-
years has it been?
it's been several years. I think it's
Oh.
been almost.
I-
like I was.
I think you really love your spouse
I
or
was 1.5
wife
years
or
old when they
whatever.
were married, so it's like 30 years now.
You show real love when you wear the panties and underwear for them first, check it fits properly, then give it to them.
Yeah.
You take it that extra mile, you brush
Yeah.
your teeth with the same
Yeah,
toothbrush,
yeah,
then give it to them.
Yeah, of course.
You shave
of
your
course.
leg, then give it to them. I mean, these little things, don't you feel
Absolutely.
a nice montage in one of your
Yeah.
ad films now?
Yeah,
Coming soon,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. We should work on that.
Like
Love
this
is-
morning, my partner, like just like he turned around and just farted like an asshole, okay,
Yeah.
and like he knows that because we're in the same apartment,
Yeah.
like he doesn't have to hide or whatever.
Yeah.
But immediately I'm just like motherfucker, like what the fuck, like, I'm like
That's taking you for granted a little
But
too
I'm
much.
also like, oh fuck, I have to go to the recording. Thank you for waking me up. One of those things. It's just like I think after a while everything
You
becomes
felt
so,
this was like an alarm, is it?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
cohesive.
Oh, wow.
It all works
See, he's
out.
cracked it. This is love. This is
He
love. He
cracked
knows
it
how
first.
to wake you up.
He cracked first. All right, should we do one last question?
Yeah. I don't think we should end on the
As
fart.
if you buy new
We should-
underwear, Cyrus.
Huh?
Ayushi
No, I
knows
don't.
you
I
really
don't.
well.
No.
How sweet Ayushi for telling us our secret.
Hey, Ayushi will be at the meet and greet
I
this
hope
Saturday.
so. I hope so. Don't put
She
pressure
is,
on
she
her.
is. Puneet is coming, Shreyas is coming, Abbas is coming, I'm coming.
Not bad. That's a decent lineup. Silvery?
Urjita and Ayushi will also be there.
Rishi.
Rishi is coming.
So unfortunately, Spurs, Aisha, my mother-in-law had a fall. She had a hip operation, so she's in Hyderabad stuck
Oh,
for some
shit.
time. And Rishi will be coming all the way from Panvel. So there's 2 guys from USA, 1 guy from Panvel. I mean, that's huge.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a global meet.
So yeah, last question.
Bastard. Don't make us feel
G20
worse.
तुम्हारा
Yeah.
G20.
I
Yash-
can't wait for the next G20. It was so much fun the last time. Shut Delhi, throw people out of the city. Oh, beautiful.
Gentrification 20, I call it.
Yeah.
G20. Sorry. Next question. How does one know that they're gay? Is it something that just one knows?
It sounds
or does
simple
one
and stupid to ask, but actually, I think this is a very profound question because a lot of people.
Like
uh,
how you know you're straight?
No, that's later on in life, but when you're like, I don't know, 10, 11 at that age, how do you know?
It's very simple.
For me, you know,
See, you come from a very liberal background. It's very
I
different.
used
A
to
lot of
watch-
people
No,
don't.
I used to watch Dil Hai Ki Mandani. I used to love the film, and I thought I had
That's
a
your-
crush on Pooja Bhatt. Okay, and Dil Hai Ki Mandani.
Yeah.
I thought I had a crush on Pooja Bhatt. I was like Pooja Bhatt's posters. Till I started doing this thing that
Pooja,
she used
listen
to
to
do
the
in.
show.
Lovely. So and then I started doing that thing that she used to do in the movie, with the hair. Remember the hair flick?
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, I don't have a crush on her. I want to be,
Be her, yeah.
That was my big moment when I was 12, when I realized that.
Idolizing. There's a line between idolizing
Yeah, and I
and.
was like, oh, I want to be Pooja Bhatt.
Oh.
I don't want to.
Emulate her.
But Pooja's very feisty. But you are in your own way.
I am.
But you're a little bit
I am.
sweeter about it.
I don't know Pooja
I
at
spent
all.
23 days with Pooja. Lovely lady, but
Yeah.
very in your face, straight up.
Yeah.
Probably hard to marry.
Yeah,
fair
Samir
enough.
kind of answers
Lovely
the
lady.
question.
Yeah.
Is watching gay porn could be a good litmus test? Yeah, that could be a start.
Yeah.
Just know that, like, for
But
example,
that's an extreme thing. You're going to watch gay porn to find out. They're more subtle.
even if you're
How do
watching
you
straight
know
porn,
just from
you're
normal
gay.
life? Yeah,
Because
exactly.
there's one penis involved at least. Right? So
Wow.
Getting turned on by the fact.
Prem
that it's one-
Chand.
Yeah.
The best kahavat of the day. There'll be one penis at
Penis.
least. Yeah,
No, so
that's a fair point,
Yeah,
Vakil Saab.
yeah.
I'll give you an example of how I realized I was gay. Okay, it was 9th standard.
Name the porn.
No, there's no porn. This is
Pizza delivery boy,
It's just my
part 3.
horny fucking co-classmates. Okay, pieces of shits, all of them. I remember this one guy called Ankit, Akash.
Name and shame them.
Yeah, I'm naming them, motherfuckers. But sweet,
And we'll
boys.
reverb it. Akash.
Yeah, because
Uh.
Akash. Should I say surname? No, no. Yeah.
Wild
Too
batch.
much, too much. But that everybody was like burgeoning at that age, right? Like they're all like.
testosterone was raging.
And then the sports day happens. Okay, sports day happens. Everybody's like, okay, there's going to be a track race now. And there was
Yeah.
one girl. Everybody was like, she's come of age faster than most of us.
Yeah.
So all these boys were like
You
gathered.
see all the bad things, and then you're very nice to this one girl.
Yeah, because
before
they-
that he's like
because
the
they-
profanity is not stopping.
like none of them had seen a fucking training bra in their entire life.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? So now they see a girl who's like
Which
okay,
reminds me,
be
I have to buy
comfortable
one. Huh?
with a body, and she's on the track running, and they're all like Naveen, and I'm like, what are we looking at?
So it's a reverse thing.
Yeah, so I'm like, what are you all getting turned on by? Because I have no idea what
I have the same story with a famous.
I'm just like, go girl, you run. Now there's the long jump which the boys are doing, okay, in their track shots. So now I know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
That's how I found out I'm gay. Okay,
Beautiful.
So
That
I have the
answers
same
question.
story with a famous actor. Now I won't take his name. We were all drinking at the club once when we were young, and although we knew what we were, but we didn't know he was not straight. Really didn't know. And some hot chick walked in, everyone did check out that ass or something, some terrible thing. And all the men, of course, instinctively turned. He turned a heartbeat late, and then he overcompensated. Wow. Which was too much, you're not a Gurgaon boy. I mean, you don't do that much. You suddenly look and, look at each other. That's about all you do, right?
There's a trademark gay gasp, okay, which,
Yeah.
like when we
Shall
can't
we?
find things fat,
Yeah.
like, that's very gay. I know, it's like a quintessential
Okay.
gasp.
Do you have to say Aiga also after that?
No.
can,
So
you
let's
can,
set
but
it
I
up for him. No, then he can do it.
Yeah.
So I'll just say something, whatever, stupid, and then you give the gasp. Look at that hot guy.
That's not a gay gasp reason. Gay gasp reason is more like, Lady Diana died. Like, that, yeah, like that kind of thing.
I didn't know
Okay.
about this.
It has to
You
have
didn't know
a.
she died a long time back.
No.
No, because I've seen JD also do the gay gasp, but not.
When?
Did you do the gay gasp?
You know Humpy when,
What did I do?
when
So
we were-
exasperation is what
we
he's
were
saying.
driving and those guys were asking for money. Remember?
Oh my
That's a gay
God.
gasp.
Do the gay gasp.
Yeah.
Do the gay gasp, but we can't. Come on. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. This
that's
is something I'm
that's
trying to.
You'll
copy.
get there. You'll get
Yeah,
there.
record it the next time I do it, so I know what.
Okay,
it's
we will
like.
do one more of the show.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Do I have to go?
No, I thought you say gasp.
No, I can't.
Gasp didn't work. Okay. All right. It's
Yeah.
way over. What should
Okay.
we do? Should we wrap it up here?
Yeah, we
But
should
as we do, let's remind everybody it's called Rainbow Rishta.
Yes.
on Amazon
It's
Prime.
on Amazon Prime.
Video, and yeah.
India's
It's-
first
how-
queer rom-com docu-series.
Yeah.
That's how we
And
put it.
It's a brilliant show. It's really going to change your life.
and all kinds of moments there with people being very candid,
Yes.
very open.
Yes.
And,
And it's
Yeah.
the first of its
So
kind.
if you're part of the community, please watch it because it's like
No. If you're not part of the
No, I'm
community,
saying
also
both.
watch it.
I'm like, give me a Jan DJ. I
Sorry,
always go for
sorry.
I'm thinking all the markets. If you're
Sorry,
not,
sorry.
it's like an education and into another world. To
Yeah.
just understand what people
Yeah.
are going through. It's not that far different from us. And also, if you are,
And it's supremely entertaining. It's
Supremely
supremely entertaining.
very good-looking people.
Very good looking.
And the thing is, usually,
Very
like,
Really?
Yeah.
I've done a lot of writing work. Not everything will I push on to people, be like, ye dikhna chahiye, because I'm sometimes embarrassed. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of those shows where we actually
You're proud.
we struck gold,
So-
and when we turned
Yeah.
into something, it was platinum. It was like,
Yeah.
what have we
Yeah.
received? Like, this is amazing.
And the love is incredible.
What kind of
Yeah.
awards
The
are we looking at, though?
We are hoping for an Emmy for sure.
you
Yeah, why not?
have made a vision chart?
I
the
have,
vision
I have,
board?
I have,
But one sec,
I have
who
my
all
entire
go for
life
the
planned out
Emmys?
based on the show.
Because you got 4 guys in the lab here. You're going to take
You know,
everyone?
right now, I'm really enjoying these long phone calls and messages that are
Yeah.
coming from people. I'll tell you one. I want to just plug
Please,
it. One.
please.
In Uganda, being queer is punishable by death.
Yeah.
Death, yeah.
Okay.
By
And
death?
By death.
Recently,
A-
this
actually, or
capital
that's just the way it is in the
punishment.
book?
Recent verdict, yeah.
It's capital punishment.
So they do kill
If they
people?
fuck- You'll be
Wow.
beheaded if you're gay. And they access the show through VPN and put a review on YouTube where they said, that the hope that we see in the show lets us believe, allows us to believe that one day our lives also will be fine. So the reactions that are coming and the love that has been coming our way is incredible. And right now, I'm soaking that in fully.
Yeah, even for me, it's such an uncanny thing because comedians don't care about more shit, right? Like, I'm at lineups right now. We were doing an 11
Well,
p.m. show.
If you go to
and-
Parliament, okay, sorry,
Yeah.
go on.
No, so they also, like, we watched the show, Naveen. How did all, like, they have also cracked a unique
Are
format,
they
which is
tweeting
not.
about it, Naveen? Are they posting?
They're
about
posting
it?
stories about it for sure.
Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Naveen's the pusher. He pushes. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'm like, because I think a true merit of something is not them putting a story or a tweet, it's them going and telling other people, like, you won't believe I watched the show, please go and watch it. It's like everybody's bookmarking it for each
And
other.
the
right?
funny thing, there's an
Yeah.
irony here. The difference that you're trying to show is actually the sameness of everything that actually comes out,
Exactly.
which will slowly get people to understand that nobody's really different in the end
Exactly.
and stop thinking about this as a major hurdle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gay, it's gay. You just move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like house hunting, marriage, acceptance.
And
we
start
all
looking at the
struggle with
real
that,
problems
yeah.
in India. Don't label people gay and straight. Label them veg or non-veg because that's the real
I'm
Right?
okay
That
with
is
that.
That's the
That
problem
is
we're
true,
having,
that
right?
is true.
Huh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Make your documentary, big man. Make a
Yeah.
friggin' documentary
उसके
now.
लिए guts
हाँ,
चाहिए,
करेगा?
उसके लिए बहुत guts
मैं
चाहिए।
रांची आएगा बैंजो।
इतना guts से पता नहीं है कि नहीं मेरे में
No
इतना
mutton
guts।
for you. Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys. That's
Thank
the show for us
you.
today. If you have anything to say, please write to Cyrus on what Cyrus says.
And somebody else will
gmail.com.
reply. Yeah.
And please keep writing to us. And Saturday, meet and greet once again. Remind
Can I say the last thing?
Yeah.
Typical heterosexual idiots.
Yeah.
Pushpak says, we'll watch it. It has lesbian couples.
It has. And last question, pointer from Samir is Jen eating ass is veg or non-veg?
Nice.
Nice.
For next time.
For next
For
time. To be discovered later.
It was amazing. It was such fun. Thank
Yeah,
you,
we haven't
thank
stopped
you.
though.
Oh.
We will stop now. So you
Yeah.
can keep talking.
You know,
It
I've
doesn't
been on
matter.
all these serious panels.